Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Wars 1 replay. Spawn on the south side as the Wehrmacht forces, we have War Machine. Spawn on the north side as the British forces, we have Commandokai. Let's see now, intersections heading towards this munitions sector, not eyeing directly for this munitions sector. Down here we got the Wehrmacht corps. How many pioneers at the moment? Be nice everybody, he's in the chat. Pioneers have captured the Wehrmacht forces, and surprisingly enough, only 2 pioneers. Usually against British forces, I don't see a bit more of a pioneer or Kettengrads, but only the 2 at the moment. Not a third one. Volksgrenadiers now being employed on the field. We got the fuel sector being focused first, so we may be eyeing for maybe some early Stuart play. Instruction here, eyeing for this cutoff point now. And let's select the British player for the moment because there's a bit more variety when British players openers. You now have the Volksgrenadiers now deployed out on the field. Pioneers are eyeing to capture the flanks. Each section has captured the field point. Go with the cutoff point now. And let's see. He will probably pack up after the deployment of the lieutenant. Munitions sector being captured on up.
Lieutenant, ready for action.
And now we got the cutoff point there captured on up. Each section advancing towards this munitions sector. And this is the problem with this map. I do not know why, but this map just does not like my new graphics card. Worked fine with my old one, but not with my new one. Who would have thought a 4080 does not like this map for some odd reason on a really old game? The 1080 Ti worked perfectly fine with this map. Scope Rifle Squad advancing on forward, trying to get a bit damage on the Pioneer. He does force back the Pioneer off the fuel point, though it was non-supplied at the moment. Volksgrenadiers now maybe trying to contest the sector. Getting them behind a slight cover there would be good. Got the Schimmenwagen Types 166 out in the field. Probably a little bit too much fire coming on the intersection. He does try to stop the capture there. He's really eyeing for the fuel point. He may be eyeing for a fast Stuart. His command truck now eyeing to deploy out on that munitions sector. The fuel point has been secured, and now is a good time to run away. However, we do have another squad over here. Intersection is now engaging the Volksgrenadiers, so maybe not running away immediately is a good idea. But he's taking a lot of losses. Let's get a bit of damage there. Section squad's down to very little health. Does fall back now. And HQ command truck is actually demolishing some terrain here before deploying. Volksgrenadiers now trying to decapture this munitions or this fuel sector. Pioneers on to repair the Schimmenwagen, which was down half health in that previous engagement. Volksgrenadiers receive a damage over here. A lieutenant capturing the flank. Over here are some pioneers.
Contact! German infantry!
Bad luck with the pathing, I guess, and getting stuck behind those fences. Bad reinforcement path, I'm assuming as well.
This is what we came for. Pat yourselves on the back.
We do not have the scope of squad here, not reinforced, either capture some of the backline sectors. Very nice. This intersection, fresh intersection deployed on the field. Dying somewhere with it. There's 3 intersection squads, 1 lieutenant. Pioneers are seeing a bit of small arms fire from the lieutenant. Do not have the Volksgrenadiers behind a bit of light cover there. Keeps a good damage around to the intersection. However, the lieutenant does get forced back by the Flame Pioneer. It looks like he's actually forced firing on the house rather than just in the aim move forward to clear out the garrison. Intersection see a bit of fire there, and it does fall back now. A little bit of bad engagement overall. Doesn't look like you missed. There may be a fence post there, sort of hanging out in the air. Well, clearly you're having troubles with reinforcement there because you're not the United States. Remember Band of Brothers? get rid of that fence and go through it. Behind? Oh, yep, there's that right there as well. We do now have some brands being upgraded. Very nice. We do have the Volkswagen designed to capture this munitions sector. The Scope Arc squad should be able to force them back, but they're a little bit wounded, so it'll be a bloody fight for both sides. Volkswagen probably should fall back sooner rather than later because the Scope Arc squad don't want to get hit by a totally designated marksman. Now would be a good time to capture that munitions sector. Shimmerwagen trying to hit the flanks. We do have this intersection here. Inspired by Lieutenant. Lieutenant decides to run away. What inspiration. And the other intersection is actually eyeing for this fuel sector once again. We do now have the field support truck. I just have a feeling he's going for a fast Stewart based on the heavy fuel play. We've got now a backline fix replacement helping secure up the sector. Volkswagen designed for a bit of barbed wire there. We'll see a bit of Brent fire soon. Field support truck deployed out in this fuel sector. I was like the Pirates of the Caribbean line. We fight, we run away to fight again, or we fight to run away. I forget which one it was. Schimmenwagen, see a bit of fire there. Volkswagen are on a good defensive position there, but they won't be able to advance towards this cutoff point. They will be in fire of the Vickers replacement. And making sure this gets captured up will make sense so he gets income from these two sectors here. Decent amount of income. A very usable amount of income. Volkswagen Airs, the Adventure 1 now. You are seeing a fast captain. Let's see what the Wehrmacht player has at the moment. Not much manpower, but good amount of munitions. That's the Commandokai Center. That's Adventure 1 infantry, but no Adventure on Pioneers just yet, nor on the Schimmenwagen. Lieutenant advancing forward, Brent as well. He does go ahead and button the Schimmenwagen, trying an opportunity to take it out. Get some great damage onto it, that's for sure. Damage in the crit there. And he does not take out the Schimmenwagen. He needs to fall back now. We're seeing a bit too much fire from the Volksgrenadiers. This section now engaging these Volksgrenadiers. Does see about 2 miles there. Left hand falling back as well. This section does get inside the garrison. There's the Schimmenwagen. It's out of range. There's a captor in this sector here as well. They have a good sector or benefit now. You can pull out a slit trench here to make and keep the captain nice and warm. Or keep it nice and with the captain keep it nice and warm for his men in case he needs to fall back. They need to fall back into it. Mission clearing station here as well. Looks like he is trying to heal up. Wehrmacht quarters, nothing here. Got a Pack 38, nothing here. Pack 38 will be useful to apply some pressure to the HQ command truck as well as the field support truck. My voice is starting to go out. Volksgrenadiers are seeing a bit of damage there. The number of intersections in pursuit. Volksgrenadiers pushing forward. Can see a bit of damage there. This intersection. Oh, something went down? Looks like a Pioneer squad may have went down. Right there. He focused on the Flamer Pioneer. Wasn't really paying attention to it. Good little pick. Always a good idea to get rid of Flamethrower men when you can. Well, doesn't see anything fancy over here. We do have an MG42. Relatively late one, but could be very useful to help prevent the intersections from advancing forward. Lieutenant. Does the Lieutenant have any veterancy at the moment? Doesn't appear to be. Go squad advancing forward, get a bit of damage there on the Schimmenwagen. Pack 30 is sitting on up. Maybe I'll hit the slit trench. Slit trench does see a direct hit. We would have known trench to the ground could see a direct hit. And we got the Schimmenwagen, receive a bit of damage there. Volksgrenadiers push forward, got the Brent squad inside the slit trench now. And Lieutenant will skip the field point there. After all, the stereotype with American oil is the same with the Brits in the oil. MG42 moving around, maybe we'll set up behind some light cover here. And without a left hand to support that intersection, they won't be going anywhere anytime soon. There's an observation post here to get some more munitions income. Volksgrenadiers advance forward, maybe we'll hit this scope arc squad. Another intersection here as well. Not intersection, Volksgrenadier. Sapper captured the VP. And however, you may have secured up this point, but it's not a cutoff point. If you look here, since this point is captured, these resource sectors are in supply thanks to the... oh, this sector. This intersection does fall back. Too much fire there, literally. And the Sapper squad does fall back as well. The VPs are very, very similar. Slight advantage for the Wehrmacht player.
Losing a victory point.
The Wehrmacht player no longer has a slight advantage. Lieutenant and Captain both in this region. And now the Scoper squad eyeing to decapture this munition sector, trying to capture with the flank. Volksgrenadiers behind a bit of heavy cover there. And to do here, the Stuart now deployed on the field. The Volksgrenadiers can't defend themselves with a Panzerfaust. It's going to get in Panzerfaust range very soon. May see a canister round. Does get a canister around this guy here. And two Panzerfausts do connect. He needs to be able to fall back. This one, the one's going to stick around, try to get another Panzerfaust off. Just want to dry, just floor on it. And does escape out there with the Stuart. He does get a Sapper squad. He does have a 17-pounder here as well. Hopefully it's going to be Repair Sapper. I'm a bit more biased towards Repair Sappers as he is. I just love overheal stuff. And the fact that you can get a lot of overheals on a lot of light tanks, it can be very useful to say the least. Volksgrenadiers capture the VP.
Task complete.
We do have the Bren squad inside the slit trench there. Flame Pioneers see a bit of fire there. However, the Flame Pioneers advancing forward, but we're seeing a bit of fire there. He does fall back now. He may actually lose the squad. The Brit had a slight advantage of VPs, but no longer. Act 30 is set up here. MG42 here. Two Volksgrenadiers here, though one is withdrawing. 3 command points at the moment. No visible doctrine just yet, right? Don't see boards here. Hard to see with that tree in the way. Very good camouflage, eh? Slit Trench only has a couple models firing at the moment. And when I say couple, I mean just the one. MG42 does suppress down the scope rifle squad. Volksgrenadiers going to advance. And let's see what he has at the moment. No visible doctrine just yet either way. We do have a Grenade Warfare on the field. Very nice. I like seeing the Grenade Warfare. It works grenades. That joke doesn't really work all too well. Volksgrenadiers see a bit of fire there, trying to get a Panzerfaust. Panzerfaust does connect, but there was an overheal there, so it did minimal damage. But I heard a grenade. Looks like he's trying to mortar this trench. Needs some hits there, but the slit trench, of course, very, very good at withstanding all sorts of matter of fire. And mortars going down the slit trench. We do now the Scope Rifle squad behind some heavy cover there. Schimmelwagen trying to get some damage on in. Flame Pioneer may receive some fire as well. He does have that one support units. Very nice. His Flame Pioneers definitely needs health regen. Get more fire onto the Tommies. And the Scope Rifle squad needs to fall back. Does fall back now. Stuart advancing forward. Got another Scope Rifle squad here. Could definitely use a medic. Yep, it is live. And if you're interested, the Twitch chat has about 70 people at the moment, so if you want to join over there.
Yes, sir.
Volksgrenadiers advancing on forward, advancing on back. Got both the captain and lieutenant in this area as well.
Grenadiers! Raw ingenuity. Pioneers Squad reports.
We have a Panzer truck now deployed on the field. I don't think he has a casualty recovery bunker on the field. With this many Volkswagen, I would assume there'd be a casualty recovery bunker. German Wagen advancing on forward, Stewart as well. Panzer's lining up. There's a lot of force here. Seems like a great time for a canister round, but that's probably a bit too greedy because there's a lot of potential Panzerfaust here. And he has a lot of munitions, 146 or 346. Munitions there to see it goes on 240. And there's going to be a lot of Panzerfausts. Let's get some Panzerfausts off. Panzer Rosen is there. Schimmenwagen body blocking the Stewart. Stewart just needs a drive. Don't worry about getting over here, just drive over here. Schimmenwagen does go down. Maybe I'm for some more Panzerfausts. Panzertruck does. May get destroyed quick there. I think there's another Panzer attempting to fire. I think he does escape on out of there. Sapper just needs to hit the retreat button. And does go down. No, the Stewart needs to continue running. Because I have a feeling he could just run past this. Medic does go down.
Propaganda campaign is ready to go.
Oh, we've got Terror Doctrine. Interesting. He has quite a bit of munitions here, so and he is eyeing perhaps the V1. Firestorm could be very effective. This is probably a little bit too tightly clumped. Oh. Too tightly clumped. The Firestorm's going to do some massive damage here. Oh boy. 25-pounder barrage right here would be very useful. Gets good hit there. Does get a bit of hits there with the Vickerson placement. Though it will likely be set ablaze relatively soon. Getting some good suppression here. 25-pounder rounds just raining too short. Vickerson placement still alive. He needs a sapper out on the field. That appears to be a sapper there. He does lose one of those Volksgrenadier squads. Repair Sapper is going to have a lot of work in front of them. I think a Repair Sapper is going to be very important just to get everything repaired up. Oh, and there's actually the Pack 38 manages to get on through. It has very little models there. He needs to use Ploy Designated Marksman as soon as he can. He needs to make sure that thing dies. But he is falling back there, so no need for Ploy Designated Marksman. In fact, this would give him a Pack 38 from use. And I have more faith in Pack 38s than on Piets, so grab it. He is low on munitions now, so he can't deploy. Actually, couldn't deploy the marksman, nor can he deploy out the repair engineers, which he really does need. You have the Grenade Warrior there, as well as the MG-42. Captain will spot both. He does going to bring in the vector target. Got now the two Volksgrenadiers, Flamer Pioneers, and the Panzertruck equipped Grenadier. Does appear only one at the moment as well. Large force here. And a lot of the stuff is still quite damaged. Vickerson placement was actually fully destroyed. Going for another Vickerson placement. Stewart still needs repairs, not currently being repaired on up. We got the Scoper squad falling back, capture the VP. You have another Stewart being put on the field, very nice. He does also have the Armor Command Truck. Perfect time for Kangaroos, right? And no. Personally, if I would actually play the game, I'll probably actually go for Kangaroos just for having a bit of fun. If people say it's bad, I'll go for it. I will get out the Geschutzwagen and other things that sort. We got the Scoper squad pushing forward. Of course, he hasn't lost like the doctor just yet. Now got another Firestorm being brought on in. The 17-pounder will likely go down. The captain may get hit as well. Stewart here, not fully repaired at the moment. Cancer round could be very deadly here. Hits the Panzertruck squad. Panzertruck squad may go down. Panzertruck squad does not go down. Stewart's advancing forward. Let's go get some good damage there. Maybe a little bit of oversight not pursuing, but could be worried about landmines. Firestorms does connect, and looks like the 70 pounder was not killed off.
They're going after one of our munition stores.
He does need to repair a sapper and get them to work. Does get inside the slit trench here. May want to scuttle it next time as well. Oh, the captain just went down. I think the captain may have been burned alive over here. Oh, there's the captain. Folks going to quickly picked off the captain there. There's also a landmine detected here. I wonder if he realized he detected a landmine. Yep, he's starting to shoot the landmine now. Folks Grenadiers see a bit of fire there. Rolling some misses there on the landmine. Does get a hit there that time. And he's still rolling some misses on that landmine. Patrick squad advancing forward. Oh boy. There we go. Finally gets the kill down on that landmine. Skulls the trench there. Throws a grenade. Gets one model drop. Shoots back both the squads.
Send your message. Armored recce here.
Sending powder not fully repaired just yet. Does have repair sappers now. Going to start repairing up the steward here. Other stewards over here. Let's see. Oh, we got a Panzer Command. Hadn't paid attention in this area. We do have a Panzer IV on the build queue. I do like seeing the Panzer IV. 70 pounder is still on the field, but of course he does have access to some various off maps. He's probably getting pretty close to getting out a V1. We need some more munitions for it. Because replacement not fully deployed, being finished off by this intersection. Stewart finds a good hit there onto the Volks Grenadier. Panzer IV will be a good item at this moment in time. Be very useful versus the Stewarts, as well as able to hit infantry. Panzer IV complete, observation post complete. He has 4 pioneers on the field, so he has a good amount of source of repairs. All of them upgraded, no, only 2 upgraded flamers. And more munition cache observation posts would be very useful to bring in some of his very powerful off maps, such as the Firestorm and the V1. And honestly, Inspired Assault's not half bad either.
Veterans engaged.
Cobra Squad received a nice hit there, does force them back. Patrick Squad advancing forward as well. Pioneer does get forced back by the Steward. Over here, we've got these forces starting to make their advance. Sending Pounder is potentially overhealed now. We do have the MG42 finding a bit of suppression there on the Scope Rifle Squad. And we got these forces advancing forward. Patrick does connect with the overhealed Steward. Does get a stag hound for the field, and Cancer Round does force back this squad as well. Got another Firestorm being put on the field. I wonder at this point in time, would Royal Engineers be a good call? Because right now, he's getting hit by a lot of off maps. He is overhealing his buildings, but with overhealed, with the improved fortifications, those orbs, be useful to help protect him from himself. This stuff is also way too tightly clumped. A V1's going to cause some havoc once he has that available. Squad does get suppressed there, so we're advancing forward. And now the Scoper Squad does fall back. Panzer IV gets a hit there. He probably should get out of Firefly. He does have a stack on the field, so should be able to get a Firefly. Landmine there deployed by the Brits, very nice. Panzer IV and both grenadiers on just the flank now.
Rounds to the arty line.
And now he's gone for Royal Artillery.
Down the line. Arty able to cover kill zones.
He does have a 25 pound on the field. Could use an overheal. A lot of stuff could use a heal in general. Captured Pack 30, trying to rotate us around. He can follow Heart Gamer 89 or 98. 89. It was 99. Why do I second guess myself? Can't even pronounce the even numbers correctly.
Ready for action, Captain.
Tempting to have your opponent use up munitions on a target? Well, suppose it's been effective. Can't say how great of an idea that is. We got a landmine being pulled out right there, very nice. Grenade warfare, very exposed. Thank you. The YouTube channel is still going if you like to get caught up on any other Computers 1 videos or any other RTS. I think I have a 200 replays currently released for Computers 1. As before, get a bit damaged there on the scope rifle squad. Grenade warfare has been captured. May get decaptured. Unless he does manage to escape on out of there. Over here, scope rifle squad received a bit of fire from the Flame Pioneer. Does find the landmine. And didn't spend enough time near that landmine to spot it, but does splash on the Grenadier along with him. The Staghound and not Greyhound, Staghound and Stewart in this region.
All done over here. We're in field.
Down to 300 points.
5 followers in one day. That's pretty nice. Before that, I was on a stream of 22. My previous follower was 22 days ago. And 5 one day, it's always nice to feel. Trying to make them produce a new breed of tank. Oh, that's mate them.
Tank reporting, sir.
I would be the rare Deerhound, I believe, right? That was an unused type of medium vehicle used by the US in World War II.
Armor ready for orders.
We've got a good hit there on the Panzer IV. Staghound received a good hit. These two tanks, or not necessarily tanks, but vehicles, should be able to do some decent damage for the Panzer IV in return. Can't really contangle with them all too well. Let's force back the Flamer Pioneers. The Stewart here as well. That's maybe enough here to actually engage the Panzer IV. Does force back the Grenadiers. Scope Rifle Squad trying to decapture the munitions sector. There's a bit of repairs on the Panzer IV. Let's see over here. And some reinforcements over here. Panzer Command. Nothing new being employed on out. He does have the V1 available. 150 munitions.
Under attack.
The V1 could cause some damage over here. We'll be able to take out the Vickers replacements one go. Wonder how much it's overhealed. Looks like everything is overhealed for the time being. Both Grenadiers getting a bit damage there on the Scope Rifle Squad as it runs by. Possibly, yep. Pack 38 there could be useful. But these forces advancing forward now. Ooh, looks like maybe a Pioneer Squad or two went down to that shot. I think it's a Creeping Barrage. Yeah, Creeping Barrage raining on in. Right there. We do have the 2 Flamer Pioneers alive, but looks like the 3 regular Pioneers did go down. Both Grenadiers do get forced some back. Grenade Warfare, capture Grenade Warfare there. Getting some good hits there onto the M242. Does fall back though. Panzer IV moving around. Scope our squad eyeing to capture the VP. Got some decent forces over here. And Shark behind some sandbags there. I got the Scope our squad to see a bit of fire there. Literally soon. Both the Scope Rifle squads do fall back. The Grenade Warfare is eyeing to reposition. The Panzer IV should be able to force it back as well. 70 pounders range ends right around here. 35 pounder. Ooh, takes out Flamer Pioneer, very nice. Pack 38 trying to push his way forward, trying to get a good shot there on the Panzer IV. Does get a good pin there on the Panzer IV. It's currently Veteran C2. Rolls a bounce there that time. 17 pounder, not in arc. Needs to reposition 17 pounder. Just have to do it slightly. Just target it right there and it will get into angle.
Rifles ready for action. Comms receiving you, son.
And right now the British forces are actually maxed out pop cap. Got a lot of assets in the field. Volksgrenadiers and Flamer Pioneers along the flank. Flamer Pioneers trying to repair up the Panzer IV. What does the Wehr player has at the moment? Just spent about 300 manpower on something. That's cross holders. He does have Veteran C2 on infantry, so the next cross holder will be Veteran C2. Back foot getting repaired on up. We got the Grenade Warfare, the capture Grenade Warfare trying to barrage down the observation post. Very nice. Entry 4-2, we see a bit of fire there from the scope rifle squads. Maybe we'll be able to pull out some ploy designated marksman here. And the Wehrmacht player has a massive munitions reserve. He may be able to decimate everything in this region with both of his off-map artillery abilities. All the idle units. Oh, I hear the V1 run. I think the V1 run's coming on in over here. Volksgrenadier squad getting suppressed. May go down. V1 does take out the 17 pounder and the capture clearing station there. The Volksgrenadier squad will likely go down. Yes, it does go down. Somehow the vehicles replacement is still pretty healthy. We now have the Infantry 2 getting healed on up. I think he actually did that on the next crossroad as well, so he will continue as they slowly advance on forward. Got the Firestone now being brought on in the sector as well. The units receiving a fire there. Got now the Panther to on field. Veteran C2 Panther. Stewart and Staghound get some hits there, trying to focus down on the Patrick squad of the Grenadier. Does only have one Panther upgrade at the moment. Hitting the Infantry 2 as well. That's crossroad braving the flames that he had laid down. That's basically on the Panther and getting stuck based on his own bad pathing to the Staghound. It does take out the Panther right there. Do have a Infantry 2 in this region. Volksgrenadier squad does fall back. Nice crossholders push way forward. Got the scope rifle squad the same bit damaged there as well. And now do have the Knights crossholders falling back as well. Knights squad makes an advance, got hit there by the Firefly. Gets some damage on the retreating Knights crossholders. So needs to fall back. Got 2 Fireflies in the field. That's going to be a lot of anti-vehicle damage. Oh, is this a creeping barrage? Let's go hit there onto the Volksgrenadiers. This sound effect seems just a little bit off. I don't know why. Like it's like the distance sound effect. Yeah, let's just creeping barraging this way. Not any other structures in this region. Fireflies engaging the Panzer IV in glorious close-range combat. Flamer Pioneers do fall back, and there goes the Panzer IV as well. Big losses for the Wehrmacht player. Wehrmacht player right now has a Grenadier with an MG42 and a Panzerschreck. That may have been a misclick. Knights crossholders down to 2 models there. We do have another Panther on the build queue. He's calling his opponent, not necessarily cheating, but he's doing a good job of preserving everything. In fact, he has a good amount of manpower. His opponent has not been aggressive. The British player has not been too aggressive either, but since he has a large field control, he's able to get a lot of resources. Not really all the map. He had a good... The British player had a good core of sectors right here, and these are the valuable sectors right here. And this one's been a bit contestable as well. It's not necessarily all the map. Some of these outline sectors have been switching back and forth, but they're not really high. They're strategic points mostly, so it's not really resource sectors. There's a couple of the sectors here and there. Additionally, the Instead of blobbing his infantry section everywhere, he's pulled out scope rifles so they can move independently around the map and able to capture sectors like a normal faction. He's playing the Brits as like a normal faction, not necessarily as the Brits. There's a bit of Brit flavor to it. Panther moving around. Scorpion Squad does fall back now. Fireflies push forward, getting some good hits.
The initiative is ours. Victory countdown.
Additionally, so far this replay's been 35 minutes,
We are
so
losing a sector. I say
the
again.
replay's been going on for a bit of time. So plenty of time for both sides to get a lot of resources. Right now, the Brits have plenty of fuel for the rest of the game, and probably for the next game as well. So does the Wehrmacht player. The Wehrmacht player, so it could use a bit of veterancy to get up to veterancy 3. And now see a bit of fire there. Sagan does fall back. Max crossword is quite damaged. Grenadiers are advancing forward. They have one Panzer, of course, and the NG-42, the LMG-42. And now the Grenadier squad does get suppressed.
They are attacking secure territory.
Another firestorm being brought on in. And that's the thing as well. He mentioned beforehand in the chat that he's been quote unquote baiting the firestorms and hit these quote unquote juicy targets. Does take out the MG4 but that's about it. Over the firestorm didn't do all too much. He's been using the repair sappers quite successfully to get these guys repaired up after each barrage. These firestorms have simply not been effective enough. They are relatively cheap, sure, but he's still not getting enough damage with them.
Every fallen comrade will strengthen our resolve.
Propaganda War now has been selected. Is going to be another repair sapper as well. He is going for 2 repair sappers. Generally only need 1 to get the overheal, but it's never hurts to get 2. The opposite, it makes stuff less hurt. Or they can take more hurt with the overheal.
Germans are
Now we want to do that joke. Volksgrenadiers now see a bit of artillery barrage there. May go down. Does go down to that one. He does have some command points.
Point under attack.
He selected Royal Artillery, right? I can't remember if he selected Royal Artillery. Yeah, he has gone for creeping barrages. Yeah, he has definitely selected Royal Artillery. He has 6 command points to bring on in more doctrines.
What is the issue?
Staghound getting repaired on up. Panther here. AT gun here. Sandbags being pulled on out. Very nice. Excellent reserve of manpower, munitions, and fuel.
Our supply lines are being threatened.
For the Wehrmacht player, he is not maintaining a good supply of anything at the moment. He is definitely saved his munitions for another V1. That's course push way forward. This may be for a repair bunker. Could be for a casualty recovery bunker. Another Panther now pulling a field soon. Right now he has 2, which can cause some hurt on the British forces. Mostly an infantry-based composition with some light vehicles. He does still have the 2 Fireflies, doesn't he? So he does have adequate anti-tank. And plus the 17-pounder is still destroyed. Oops, I had that MG bunker selected when switching players, so now there's a permanent reticle on the map. Grenade Warfare firing away over here. Nothing there at the moment. He may not realize he already killed off the Volksgrenadier from that 25-pounder barrage. It never hurts to throw more explosive at the opponent. Grenade Warfare does get a decent hit there on that Grenadier. Potentially. But that's also a Brits playstyle. Brits will tend to be a bit more defensive faction. He doesn't really have anything aggressive to engage these Panthers, though. Fireflies, they're good.
Ready to move.
But there will be outnumbered 2-1, and the Pack 38 here will easily force them back. I don't think he can be aggressive. He's using the intersections to great effect of being harassers on the flank. He's also at pop cap, so he really needs to either capture a lot of sectors, get some more population space. Flame Pioneer is trying to salvage right now. Very good. But right now, he just needs to make sure that these intersections are just pushing along the flanks, get some more sectors. Maybe try to eye for this VP a little bit more. Oh, hard to say.
We're under attack.
The Granada Warfare is pretty good. The static placement, let's see, is hard to decrew comparison to the mobile mortar. But when it comes to effectiveness, I can't really say exactly for sure. Do you know how the Veteran C3 on these Panthers are going to cause some big issues? These Fireflies need to sort of back away a little bit. The captured Pack 38 is starting to rotate around. Both these Fireflies took a hit. The repair sappers could start overhealing them once more. Pack 38 set up a good position there to engage his forces, and that is a repair bunker. Go squad eyeing to decapture the VP. Oh, and that is going to be a creeping barrage. These are repair pioneers from the bunker. Does kill them off, and actually got some good damage there. Next round of creeping barrage raining on in. Maybe I'll decrew the Pack 38. Pack 38 is trying to run away. Pack 38 does get decrewed. And the repair bunker may go down. Nope, looks like the next set of barrages already passed. The bunker is alive, but barely. Pack 38 could be recruited by the Grenadiers. Commander's now been researched. He's now at pop cap still. So the scope rifle squads are having trouble being reinforced. X42 has been rehealed. There's a press on the scope rifle squad there. Repair bunker does go down. Pack 38 is on this region. This Firefly has seen massive fire. And now this Firefly just may want to fall back, but now we've got some Firestorm being brought on in. That Crossroads maybe gets splashed up quite a bit by the Firestorm. It does. Staghound may go down. He could actually lose some population here. Rebuild the Firefly is a good idea, but he needs to get those intersections reinforced so they can go around capturing some sectors. Right now, I think the biggest issue you have was pop cap. The scope rifle squads are going to be useful, harass the flanks, capture the VPs, all that sort. You do have plenty of resources in store though. Nearly 2,000 manpower, plenty of fuel. But right now, you're just lacking capping pressure, though I suppose the sappers would be very good. Maybe there's just too many sappers on the field. Another repair sapper. And so right now, Veteran C3 is going to cause some big problems over here. Another bunker, probably repair bunker. I think he just spawned some manpower on something. Not sure on what though. Maybe another repair bunker somewhere queued up. Go Purple Squad again, a bit hit by that Knight's Crossholders. Staghound, get some damage there. Does go ahead and throw the stun grenades. Or maybe not. Does fall back there now.
The enemy is seizing our territory. Cowards attack our forward base.
Yeah, that's a big problem as well as Fog of War. Sometimes you simply can't judge what your opponent has. Repair Sapper does fall back there. Good sign that it's a clear sign you don't have map packs. After all, we can always... I sometimes put on Fog of War when people ask. If I put on Fog of War now, this is what he sees at the moment. He sees the MG4 too, causing issues for the Scope Rifle Squad. He can slowly take it out the mortar team, so they could capture the Grenade Warfare. Even then, anything that he pushes forward just gets forced back immediately. Firefly does get a good hit there on the Panther. Does force back the repair sapper. And does go and decrew the MG42. Yep. And this is another thing as well. Him being a bit passive, this is what he sees. Every time he pushes forward the unit, it basically gets hard stopped with the infantry. It gives the perception that there's ironclad defense, even though he sees some big holes. It is a strength of artillery doctrine to sit back and lob high explosive at your opponent. And plus the maybe more lieutenants. Maybe some more lieutenants help improve some of these support weapons. Something I don't say all too often, but remember, lieutenants can support these mortar team in the Pack 38. That could be useful. Scope squad does get forced back. Over here, got the repair sappers, or not sappers, the pioneers salvaging the carcass. And now I got this Volksgrenadier.
Target has been destroyed.
Well, there goes a Volksgrenadier in the Pack 38.
Yes, sir.
Center VP has been catching it up, so the VP will start counting down in his favor. Got now 2 Panthers facing forward. He knows about this one here. In a fog of war, he does not know about this other Panther. He saw it maybe there for a brief moment, but it'd be pretty hard to tell that.
Ready for action.
He knows about this Panther rotating around, but does not know about the other Panther. Now he definitely does know about it. Now the Panther's trying to rotate around. Maybe we'll take up these Vickers emplacements.
Target captured. Waiting for orders.
Here's some STGs here. Yep, looks like the Scorpion squad getting overran. Stewart's here to support, but it's also a Panther strike there. Firefly maybe going a little bit too close to these Panthers. Repair sappers pushing forward. They may be trying to repair the Firefly in combat. There's a large number of them here. I don't know who actually wins in that sort of situation. He repaired it very, very quickly. But looks like it's getting out damage. And now it's trying to push forward, trying to get some crushes here. And the Firefly looks like will go down. Main gun destroyed a crit there. It does get repaired. Gun repaired up. Pack 38 trying to hit some of these Fireflies. Pioneers here to support as well. Main gun destroyed a crit there once again. Gets a hit there. Main gun destroyed a crit there. Does get repaired. And there goes the Firefly. And I think the was bad focus firing there. This one was wounded more throughout the entire time. The Pack 38 was trying to hit the other one. There's a little bit bad focus fire there. The Panzer squad received a bit of damage. And Stewart goes down as well. Lost a couple items, but he has plenty of resources to replace them. Another Firefly would not hurt. Or another 4 Fireflies, that would not hurt. But down here, we do have the stag hound on opponent's base. Trying to remove these bunkers. Scorpion squad does receive a hit there. Trying to capture this VP. Now the triple capture failed the British player. It does get wiped out. Yep, I'm not bit. I don't like trash talkers in most games, or really in any game. And now the King tagging on point field. Now there's all 3 big cats on the field. That's going to cause some issues. Those fireflies can be very much needed. First Firefly should be on the field soon. His opponent right now is overpopped. Not being reinforced with squads. When both the Panthers could use repairs, especially one of them. Got another pair of squads models being brought on back, though he is still pretty far away from getting a free squad. A lot of this stuff's starting to get repaired on up. We do have now the Grenade Warfare engaging in close range against the Flamer Pioneer. And the Flamer Pioneer does decapture Central VP. But right now, there are 3 big cats, and that will apply a lot of pressure. Sandy Pounder's still here, Firefly on field, but without a command tank, it's going to have a bit of trouble versus these Panthers and King Tiger. Pack 38 could rotate around over here as well, but got 2 17-pounders in this region. And something got exploded by artillery. All the way back here, Pioneer. No, he may have lost the Volksgrenadier? Something went down there at least. That's about the King Tiger. No, it's Fireflies on the field. The Scorpion Squad is going to try to recapture the Central VP.
Supply lines up, Hogan. We have territory. Cover up on supply.
There's a lot of big cats on the field with the efficiency as well. Scorpion Squad does fall back. He may lose it. He does not lose the King Tiger at least. Sandy Powder line up shot. We got the Sandy Powder here as well, just out of range. Got the V1 rocket run raining on in this sector, I believe. This will cause a big hole. Firefly advance forward. Please get some of these guys just away from this region. Now let's take out the casualty clearing station and the 17-pounder. Over here, he has expanded quite a bit of his resources, probably because all the Fireflies queued up. Now the Firefly in the build cube, looks like he's at pop cap this time.
Firefly bombed up and ready to go.
3rd Battalion's just received access to self-propelled artillery vehicles.
Grease can now be deployed on the field. King Tiger gave it damage there. Does got one of the models.
Let's see how TNA likes our big bloody AT gun.
Firefly does get a good hit there. Got another fresh AT gun now deployed on the front line. Does get the central point captured on up. Staghound's going to try to force back these Knights Crossholders. Repair Sniper does get forced back there. Repair Snipers have overhealed the 17-pounder as well. And did try to go for a Panzerfaust there, but looks like he was interrupted. Another bunker here. Maybe it's for a repair bunker. This bunker has been destroyed. And quite a bit of infrastructure has went down. He's down to the Kriegsberg, Kampfkraft Center, and the Panzer Command. Did he actually ever built a... Not Kriegs... has he actually built a Kriegsberg? This game? Pretty sure, yeah, he had the Pack 38, so he had to build it at one point in time. Panzer Command now seeing some artillery fire.
Capture complete. Right.
Magic point has been captured on up. So just the one Firefly on the field. And we got the repair bunker now up and going as well.
The Staghound. 5 miles per gallon.
5 miles per gallon. Okay, I've never heard that line right there before.
Just waiting for contact. Hurry up with the orders. Staghound here. Already here. Ready for orders. What's going on here? What is the issue? Taking shot.
Sorry, I had to click on that because I heard one funny line. Got Knights Crossholders doing a bit of fire there. Panthers start rotating around, both Panthers. King Tiger still getting repaired on up. Has plenty of health to advance, at least. Sandy Powder firing away. Do now Firestorm on top of the Sandy Powder. Should be able to survive. It is overhealed. Good hits there on this Firefly. It does lose this repair sapper. Sandy Powder is trying to rotate around to hit these Panthers. This one does manage to escape on out of there. Intersection gains some damage onto that intersection or Knights Crossholders. Decides to fall back. Vigorous placement now in range. Yep. Oh, and gets a good hit there. Down to 1 or 2 models there on the Knights Crossholders. Does get hit there on this with a stag count. Firefly firing. Sandy Powder not being controlled properly. Needs to rotate his gun over here. Sandy City Pound starting to rotate its gun. Capture Pack 38's being very useful. Attack on see a bit of fire there as well. Does get a scope rifle squad upgrade. We have now the infantry receiving a bit of fire there. More 25-pounder barrages into the buildings. Base sector. The semi-pounder has been overhealed, as well as the Firefly. And this Panther's starting to get some repairs. This Panther had been fully healed and no longer. And now the Pioneers are falling back. British player still pose a pretty good position right now. Has a good defensive line. The Wehrmacht player right now, pushing enough munitions there for a firestorm. Yep. So when the opponent has two Panthers and King Tiger on the field, probably be useful to help soften up your opponent right now. Up north, we do have now the Flammer Pioneer trying to capture the fuel sector. Does get forced back now.
We have 200 points. The enemy is seizing our territory.
Go for our squad at capturing out the flank. Very nice. Though at this point in time, the fuel points will not be very useful in providing fuel. Flammer Pioneer does go down. Still 4 Pioneers left in the field. King Tigers on advancing forward. Panthers are fully healed as well. Of course, quite a bit of defense over here. Sentinel Powder does find a hit there onto the King Tiger. Looking forward to advance forward. He may use deploy designated marksman. Does use deploy designated marksman there onto the gunner. And Paul needs to fall back. Panthers trying to crush them. Though the section does manage to get around the MG42. He has not really been maintaining a good number of repair bunkers. He's been doing a good job of wiping them out as they start popping up. Does get some bounces there onto the Panthers there. Firefly finds a hit. Rolls another bounce there. Gets a pen there. Firefly is seeing some damage. We're getting hit, repaired up. Firefly backing off a little bit. Back 38 does see a bit of a hit there. King Tiger's now making some advance, so good time to fall back. Sending Pounder firing a shot there on the King Tiger. Got the back line Sending Pounder here as well, which could get some great damage. Does get drawn into it. Does get a hit there. Multiple hits there on the Panther tank. The Pack-3 needs to rotate around. His gun has plenty of health, just lots of health, and finds that landmine that's been there for quite some time, and takes out one of the Panthers. Pioneer's now moving around. King Tiger battered and bruised. The other Panther is battered and bruised. Repair bunker over here. No, do have nice crossovers. Does take out the Vickers emplacement. He could have captured it up himself.
A fuel point is being seized.
Now, right now, the Brit does need to maintain capturing these sectors there. He is at pop cap. Not enough room to reinforce his scope rifle squad.
Tell us what you want.
Another Firefly support on the field. Very nice. Looks like right now the Wehrmacht players are relying heavily on his armor to minimize his manpower consumption. As a command now, see a bit of fire there from the Fireflies. 25-pounder running on in as well. Nice crossover does get a Panzerfaust there onto the Fireflies. I'm not sure why he went for a Panzerfaust. He sees all the repair sappers here. Fireflies need to rotate their guns around towards the armor. He is trying to focus on the Panzer Command. He may be able to get it. That's a V1 rocket run. Oh no. They do fall back there. Fireflies just charging forward. Getting some shots there onto the Oh wait, no, it's way over here. That could have been much worse. Firefly seen a bit of damage there. And there goes that Firefly. He does potentially have more on the build queue. Yep, we got another Firefly already out. He has plenty of resources in reserve. The VP has been captured. Right now, the British player does have a slight VP advantage. But that can be evened out relatively shortly. Good at there onto this Staghound. Firefly will retaliate against the Panther. This carcass has been salvaged. As crossroader is being pursued by the Staghound. Panther's out of vision range. Scupper squad may go down, so you're seeing quite a bit of fire there. And Scope squad does go down. As Pulse is firing. Repair Sapper trying to push his way forward. Fireflies gains good damage there onto the Panther. Staghound engaging the King Tiger in close range. That's probably not a good idea. Now we do have... Oh, is that the Sector Overwatch? Yep, the Sector Overwatch now push way forward. Staghound does go down to the King Tiger. This may result in him getting an extra Firefly in the field. Nope, not at the moment. He catches the sectors, he may be able to. He has 2 repair sappers. He could actually probably get an extra section. MG42 does find the Vickers placement, does get pinned. Firefly's facing forward. King Tiger has plenty of health. Panther, oops, not so much. And the Panther Command does go down. Trying to crush some of these Knights crossholders. King Tiger still trying to move down south to respawn. Knights crossholders maybe eyeing for a Panzer Falls if then. Repair Sapper does fall back. This Repair Sapper does capture the VP. Does get a bit damaged there onto the King Tiger. And the Firefly's falling on back. Knights crossholders down to 1 model. Firefly and Panthers push away forward. The Panther may not want to push forward. Here's some artillery raining on him, not sure where though. He's trying to hit the base once again. You have a Sturm armory there, so maybe I'm for some Stugs. I don't think it's meant for Nebel Warfers. Repairs coming on forward, though the repair sappers are seeing a bit of damage. The entire seeing a bit of damage there. I've got some Stugs, bet 3 Stugs, of course, much more cost efficient.
Front shift. Jerry's overrunning one of our sectors.
Let's get some good hits there on the Stug. As trying to push his way forward. It's a small hit there. Gas Sapper's getting suppressed. He needs an intersection squad on the field. He does have an intersection squad on the field. Scope rifle squad on the capture some sectors. Very nice. And his repair sappers just may want to fall back. They're a little bit too wounded. And the Volksgrenadiers do fall back now. Got a 17 pounder, multiple 17 pounders still in this region. Very much clear. Just spent a bit of munitions somewhere.
Yes, sir. Ready. Pioneer team, ready. Pioneers here. What do you need?
I just saw some munitions being consumed, so maybe a landmine somewhere.
Field repairs complete. Do you need any construction? Was wünschen Sie?
Oh, it may have been this bunker. Repair bunker, second repair bunker going on up. And this time it's a bit more farther forward. Panther and King Tiger making their advance. We got these 3 Fireflies ready to push forward to get some damage. Let's get some great hits there onto King Tiger. And it looks like that squad does get wiped out. Over here, do have the Stug engage the Scorpion squad. 3 Fireflies advancing forward. This will provide some great damage there. Looks like they're not really focusing all too well. This one's sort of just dancing there. That Volt Grenadier received quite a bit of damage there, and that Firefly does go down. And that Volt Grenadier squad does get wiped out. Stug now receiving a bit of fire there from the Fireflies. Got more Fireflies in field queue. Repair stocks starting to get hit as well. Out of the terrain. Yep.
Happy to be behind this wall, sir.
Scope Harbor Squad eyeing to capture that fuel point. They will.
Location is secure.
This point could be captured up as well to get some more population space. The Knights Crossroad is trying to stop the Lieutenant. The Lieutenant may go down here. Lieutenant does easily go down. Let's see, is there any, the Pack...
17-pounder ready.
It looks like the Pack 38 that was captured is now down as well. Yep, that may went down right there. Got 2 Stugs here.
Ready for combat.
2 Stugs, Panther, and King Tiger. That's a lot of AT. More Fireflies will be useful.
Being overrun.
Now got these Pioneers capturing the left flank. Stug receiving a bit of fire there from the Fireflies. Multiple pens on the Stug. Fireflies getting repaired up by the repair sappers. Maybe Iron for Panzerfaust here. Scoper squad needs to fall back on creeping by Roger Neon. One Stug does go down.
German target.
Repair the Scoper squad does go down. Fireflies need to start falling back, but this other Firefly in this region as well. Firefly received a miss in the pen. One Firefly does go down. This is trying to focus our fire on the Stug. Fire Panther starting to fall back. Able to withdraw some time. Stug now seeing a bit of damage. We got these repair Pioneers also here as well. And good hits on the Stug. This Firefly just needs to fall back. Get another hit there before falling back. This one needs to fall back as well. So they're about numbered. This Stug may go down. Firefly line up a shot. Let's go out of control there, but may find a shot. No, does not find a shot there. The Knights Crossroads are trying to push forward for Panzerfaust.
Claimed one of our tanks.
And I think he just got a Panzerfaust there. Firefly starting to get repaired on up. Lacking a lot of infantry squads here, including the repair sappers. Firefly needs to start falling back. Can't be throwing them away like that. It does manage to escape out of there, but barely. Got now a 25-pounder barrage in this region, trying to hit that repair bunker. Yep. Against all the big cats, that's when you want the command tank.
Ready to move.
Personally, I think it's probably better to go with the command tank rather than trying to go for the Staghound. The Staghound sort of fills a similar role. Sure, the Staghound provides good general support, and the Stuart has, of course, the powerful canister rounds alternates. But also, the Staghound should be an alternate to the Stuart. Now got the Pioneers going to give it damage there on the Vickerson placement. More repairs. Oh, V1 rocket run.
German forces are trying to overrun the
See, maybe from the Pioneer, so maybe on top of this 25-pounder, I'm guessing. It is overhealed. But it does take out the overhealed 25-pounder in one hit. Staghounds deal with infantry heavy games, which I tend to face more often. The command tank shines in these late games. Yep. 35 powder does go down, does free a bit of population space. Repair sapper starting to get suppressed there. Got a bunker going up here. This could be for repair bunker. Could be for actually MG bunker the current rate. Could go the MG14 inside of it as well. King Tiger see a bit of fire there. Panther, fully healed Panther. Stroke starting to advance his way forward. Get a bit of damage there from these Fireflies. Firefly starts falling on back now. This one needs to continue falling back. Being caught up there. This Firefly could get some shots off. Find some shots on the Stug. Firefly does go down.
Enemy forces have knocked us down to 100 points.
More Fireflies have been plotting field. He has another one queued up, ready to go. Stug. Nope, that Firefly's going way too far forward. We're seeing too much fire. Let's get a good hit there on the Stug. One more good shot and could go down. Firefly gets hit down onto the Panther. Rolls on this there. He does take out the Stug now. These Fireflies are going to fall back. We're probably going to see a Panzerfaust from the Volksgrenadier on one of these squads. Firefly getting some repairs on up, but still quick to go down. This Firefly really needs to fall back. Oh, we do have the nice cross order getting suppressed by the vigorous placement. Oh. Are you serious? Okay. Back to the replay. And hopefully no crashes in the near future. We do now have the Stug getting split damage there onto these Fireflies. The Panther and the King Tiger getting repaired on up. The Stug see a bit of beating there. Fireflies backing on off. Trying to get repaired on up. Fire to miss there. Getting some hits. Firefly does go down. I think that Firefly blowing up may have caused a crash, I'm guessing. Stug see another hit there from this Firefly. Currently there are one Firefly queued on up. There's currently 2 Fireflies in the field. Does have a fresh Priest out in the field. Does get a good hit there onto this Stug. Fireflies push forward. Does get a good hit there. Fireflies see a bit of damage. Panthers push way forward. And there goes that Stug. King Tiger and Panther trying to focus fire onto this Firefly. It's good hits there. Nope, they're splitting fire. Both these Fireflies are severely wounded. This Volksgrenadier is, I suppose, a massive threat to this Firefly. Can't let the Panzerfaust connect. Does fall back the repair sapper. Volksgrenadier is heading back to this VP. And this actually is a nice cross orders here. Was there an off map being called on in? Not. Does have enough missions for a firestorm. The Pinto Mount of the Priest can keep this VP secure, help aid keeping that VP secure away from any sort of threats advancing. And I see a network error on my Twitch stream. Hopefully that's not too bad. I see everything else seems like it's working fine. Things are starting to fall apart. Now it seems a little bit slower since I had this game fast forwarding for about 10 minutes just to get back to this point. And now everything just seems like it's moving so slow. We had now the Firefly getting overhealed, so it's just Firefly getting repaired up, then overhealed. Priest Barrage raining on in. We have another MG42 being deployed out in the field. The Wehrmacht player right now, he is at pop cap. He does not have the comp graph. Wait. Here we go. May have been looked at the wrong player. He does have the comp graph center. Currently deploying on MG42. Has a bit of fuel to work with and munitions. Small reserve of manpower. Lieutenant could have gone down right there. Over here, got this Volksgrenadier push way forward. Does get suppressed down by this Vickers emplacement.
German forces are trying to.
That's anti-powder being put on the front line, trying to keep the heavy cats away, and the much smaller Stugs. MG42 is inside this bunker.
Under attack.
And we do have this nice crossover to push right forward. The pinned amount of the priest can suppress, given enough time. Vigorous placement, in vigorous placement, starting to beat a bit of fire there from the Volk's Grenadiers. Priest barrage raining in onto the bunker itself. Fireflies, I'll gain some shots here. Repair Sapper trying to capture the central VP. 70 powder firing away. Red's out of munitions to work with as well. Repair Sapper trying to get some repairs in combat. Maybe a good idea to focus fire on the Stug. It's a bit more fragile than the King Tiger. Looks like the 70 powder. Nope, there goes the Firefly. These are fragile. 70 pounder needs to stop the King Tiger so I hate these Stugs. Oh boy, the game's really not liking these lag spikes. Oh, my computer's not really liking this map. This Firefly foolishly went forward, it goes down. Can't be throwing away these Fireflies like that. He has no more Fireflies queued up. Got a steward here to help with these forces. Another Firefly advances forward. There's of course the 70 powder still here for support. The 70 powder's receiving some hits from the Stug. We've got of course the 70 pounder here to support out the 17 pounder, as well as the 70 pounder as well. Another Stug does go down. Got another Stug pushing it forward. Firefly has a bit of help to work with. Repair Sapper's trying to get some repairs on the Firefly. 70 powder gains some good hits. King Tiger received a bit of a beating. The 17 pounder up here. He's sort of slowly going down. Looks like the Stewart will get past the Palace of Death. Does go down there.
Mobile artillery reached its arm. German forces are trying to overrun one of our
Goes for a second priest here, then maybe not a good idea. He needs some more Fireflies. Got more 25 pounder barrages running on in, trying to hit these bunkers as well as everything around them. Does take out a Stug there. Firefly advances forward, does still have overheal. Right now, this Firefly is seeing this far.
We have a secured sector under attack.
Yeah, spotted this bunker at one point in time, trying to hit some damage down the Wehrmacht quarters. As this nice crossover does fall back, the Volksgrenadier may have been wiped out. Repair Sapper. Trying to repair up the... Oh, we're trying to capture the central VP. The Brit doesn't have any VPs remaining, 50. And it looks like it's going to take time to repair up these units. The King Tiger has enough health to tangle with the Firefly. Stug's now fully repaired. While another Stug's coming on the build queue. Firefly is back on off. He does not have a lot of support in this region. Backing off now. We'll see if a good rear armor hit there. Fresh Stug could pop out and fire a round or two as well. Stug's trying to intercept the Firefly's retreat path. Does he have a good hit there? Stug line up shot. Does not take out the Firefly. Firefly's going to back on off. Let's get a hit there. Stug, maybe he'll get a shot. Does get a bit of a speed boost there. Thanks to that road. Rolls a miss there. Does he get pin in return? 70 pounder still in this region, rotating his gun around. He's just in range. Well, he's out of vision range. One repair Sapper way over here has repaired up the Staghound. He's repairing up that Firefly. Fresh Stug here. Stug could use a bit of repair, so does the King Tiger. Pioneers from push down center. We do have the repair Sapper. Does use the entire Pioneer to capture the MG42 and try and salvage the wreckage now. 70 pounder does good hit there. Engine crit there onto the 70 pound onto the Stug. Another good hit there and goes out of control.
German target has been destroyed.
Priest now firing away. Getting a bit of damage on the Sapper. King Tiger received a hit there. Nice crossroads trying to make his advance. More pens there onto the King Tiger. It'll take a bit of time to get that thing repaired on up. Staghound backed off a little bit there to get some damage on the nice crossroad without being retaliated against. King Tiger does fall back in time. The central point has been decaptured. Firefly still not receiving repairs. His repair sapper's course way over here. Stackhound went way too far forward. Looks like it was general pursuit order, not a stop order. Attack move, or attack order rather than a hold, just be there and shoot.
Speed, efficiency, tact.
But standing out some more squads, going for another sapper and going for a redeploy on his field support truck, which is currently sitting on the fuel point. Extra munitions would probably be a good idea. Maybe this sector. Left hand to capture that sector there. Strokes pace on forward. Sending powder, finds a pen there. Needs to rotate the gun slightly. Does sort of rotate the gun slightly. B1 rocket run onto the 17-pounder, I'm assuming. And this gun is very important at the moment. Now it's very dead.
Stag ready.
The British player is out of manpower. I'm not sure what he has deployed up. Going for another Firefly.
Ready.
Firefly ready.
The chaps are ready.
Armor HQ ready when you are.
Stug and King Tiger on the field. Stug is getting repaired on up. Central VP has been captured up by the Knights Crossholders.
We squared away those upgrades. Go ahead.
What can I do for you? Enemy fire!
Staghound will receive a hit there. Made him fall back. Knights Crossholders gain some damage on the repair sappers. Stug advancing on forward. The Firefly can't come over here to support. He still has a couple 17-pounders here. Could try luring them into the 17-pounders. And some hits on the repair bunker. Very good. That's his only repair bunker out of the field at the moment. Should we have taken out with that barrage? But looks like he will not.
Ready up, men. Look like we've got some action. We have our orders, gents. Send your message. Field support CP.
Both these Fireflies have been overhealed now. Knights Crossholders advancing forward, and I hear a Nebelwerfer firing. Nebelwerfer, Veteran C2 advancing on forward. Maybe we'll take out the lieutenant here. Not sure where the barrage is going. Looks like it's raining in far. Staghound advance on forward. Fireflies trying to make their hits on this King Tiger now. Staghound needs to fall back a little bit. Repair stops could take time to capture the VP. The Brit does not have enough VPs to play around with. He has to be aggressive to capture the VPs.
Jerry's hitting one of our forward sectors.
Repair Sap is trying to repair up the Staghound. He does not. Left hand is pushed forward, but he's way too wounded. Gets gunned down by the Pinto now. As Cross advancing forward, trying to get a Panzerfaust assault. Takes out one of the Fireflies. Firefly getting hit as well. Repair Sap is trying to decapture the point. Does get interrupted by the butt of the Stug. Staghound getting repaired on up. Trying to still get repairs here. Panzerfaust connects to the Staghound. Repair Sap does fall back. The other Repair Sap needs to push on forward. Stug does go down there. They start salvaging the carcass there, and there's nothing here to decapture the point. This other repair sapper needs to get reinforced, push on forward. It's down to 10 tickets. That's got the sector overwatched here. Just the King Tiger to hold the line. Firefly cannot retreat back. He can't repair it. He needs to decapture it immediately. I don't think he can capture in time. There does not appear enough time left. As I mentioned, the high explosive barrage could be a bit detrimental to his own guys' health, and they got flinched by the airburst round. They're trying to decapture the point now. Gonna cut it really close. Tag on, push way forward. Nebelwerfer barrage running on in. The point has been decaptured. Let's see some hits there. And now the Staghound trying to overrun the Nebelwerfer.
Rifle section KIA.
Sapper does get wiped out by the incendiary effect of the Nebelwerfer. Some hits here. Firefly gets good rearm hits there. Does fall back a little bit. Good airburst rounds onto the Pioneers. Now the MT-42 is going to catch with a point. And that may be... There goes the Staghound to... I think to the Panzerfaust of the Knight's Cross Holder. And when this point gets captured up, that's going to be game. There's nothing you can do to stop it. The Firefly's ineffective versus infantry. Oh, Creeping Barrage, that may do it. He has to get lucky. Got to hit this model there. Does not hit that model. And that's captured. And that is game. It's Angrid saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.